Alright, time for a Vi game. I will be playing this one against a Nocturne here, which should be a fine matchup for me, really. I do have to be very mindful of a spell shield when it comes to like using my combos and stuff, so there is definitely that. Yeah. Clear-wise here, we'll be starting topside and just going to clear down. I think I'm just going to play for like both side angles on this one. Starting blue is technically the fastest clear for Vi, but generally clearing towards your bot lane is the most like consistent thing to do for solo queue, because you're playing for like a double kill on bot lane essentially, right? Like 2 kills instead of like the 1 on top, which is definitely something to keep in mind, although this will be a slower clear for Vi. You're still starting with W. This is going to be your best like initial target damage basically. And you're going to be taking a bit of damage here, but that is not really a problem whatsoever. After this, you can use your E correctly to just block pretty much all of the other damage you're taking from the jungle, so you're completely fine. Do not overcast your E here. Very important that you don't do that. You want to just cast it the second you get your blast shield back after enough W procs, because this way you're just going to be able to block a lot more damage. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of HP if you just spam it. You have a charge system on it, so you're not in a rush. Now, I will be a bit slower here, because not having Q and E for these like things here is going to definitely be a bit slower, but I should be okay. Bad E placement because I didn't hit the entire camp. We're going to try to stack it together a little bit better here with the next E to actually hit everything. Used it a tiny bit too early there actually for the blast shield. It's okay. Take the Q on level 3. Also, by the way, this is going to be like a silver 1-ish rated game, like gold-ish thereabouts, so you guys are aware. Show you how to play this champion. This champion, it can be very strong. It just has to be played well. You do have a bit of like I don't know how I should put that. Like you have a build for like bruiser Vi, or like tanky Vi, I guess I should say, more so with like Trinity Force and everything, like Conqueror. A lot of that is being built. Although Vi scales very, very well off of bonus attack damage, so the potential in that build for like carrying and stuff is definitely higher. The other build makes you a lot better at surviving things, especially if you make a mistake, so it is an option to go for instead. But I'll show you the build that I like the most with the big damage output, the big burst. If you play your champ well, it'll be a very, very effective build. Saw some dash forward there on bot. Mid's dead, okay. We see a control ward here, so I'm probably just gonna go bot lane. Can use the vision my bot lane has, which is insane right now, to just send this. Oh, that was just in time on that flash there, Bard. That sucks. Whoa, 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 what is this? I didn't get the last hit on that reel. I shouldn't really touch this wave. I think it's pushing. Also, I'm out of time because my topside camps are respawning already, so I have to hurry up. Let's get this and move quickly. Oh, Katarina rotation to bot lane. Xerath pushed the wave and froze it in a really bad spot while it was pushing back, so he didn't use his free like reset moments. This guy's 33 CS right now, but is bot lane, so he's not taking my tier 2 topside camps, which I'm happy about. Not too bad. I mean, Bard had a very well-timed flash to barely dodge my Q hit there. I just charged up the Q and just flash Q'd basically, right, to get that engage. And he barely got out, so fair play to him. Flash just in time. Wait, Akshan is now mid lane? I guess he's covering for the Katarina rotation, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna finish my clear here, basically. Again, we're just trying to keep our clears going. This is very important, because you do not want to fall behind in like XP and gold tempo whatsoever. Especially when playing with this build. Obviously, the other build's a bit tankier, a bit more forgiving. This one's not that forgiving. Okay. 3 HP, unfortunate. 15 seconds on grubs. I could play for those, but I am just gonna play for bot lane right now, so I'm probably just gonna go for dragon here. As long as you can trade dragon for 3 grubs or 3 grubs for dragon, those situations are completely fine. Kind of just assess your team a little bit as well. You have like a very strong split push champion, like Yorick, Sion, Fiora, that type of stuff. Playing grubs is a bit more valuable. In this case, I have a Gwen. Not a weak split push champion per se, but not like one of the top ones, so just going for like a dragon is fine. I have both mid and bot lane priority, so obviously looking for the gank wouldn't really work. So I'm just going to look for the objective instead here. Try to use your skills off cooldown so you get the extra W procs. This is what's going to give you the additional clear speed you need. Okay, they're just like full collapsing top. Okay, fair. Move here. Bard's level 6. How? Isn't that kind of wild? I'm actually have to ult him here, sadly. I have to ult him there because I am a melee champ and I can't reach. If he puts the portal here, he gets the dash for a long distance, I believe, and it's just not going to be good for me. I also have to reset here because my topside camps are respawning again. If I don't reset quickly here, the Nocturne could take him, and I don't want that. This is just respawn, so this is going to be on a bit of a delay, about 20 seconds or so. So I should be fine to just clear here. But I really need to catch those respawn timers. If I lose the camp to Nocturne, that would not be good. We just traded Dragon for Void Grubs here, which is absolutely fine. As I said, not a problem. Gonna be an ult on mid. Yep. You can use F keys against Nocturne to like go to ally vision and see him. Like you just basically look for his Q path around the map is what you're doing. So I can find him quickly. I have to danger ping behind my bot lane. My wolves are still on a bit of a respawn timer, so he can't actually take them from me, which is nice here. So he should just like look and see that they're gone, and then he's gonna leave. It should be okay. Team situation. I mean, I've done quite a bit for my bot lane, so there is that. The Akshan is a bit behind on XP, I suppose. We'll see how it goes. I'm just making sure I keep up my clear speed here, basically. Just getting my camps at proper timers and using my downtime to like just spam gang bot, basically. I'm a bit sniffly. Okay, cool. You can see some aggression on bot lane right here. Nothing too much yet. My ult's 28 seconds, so I can really just like clear the rest of my jungle here and making sure to keep that jungle tempo up. Because this gives me like the consistency in games. I need to get these camps consistently and use the downtime in between the camps to go for those ganks. So it's still like you're still kind of spam ganking a bit, but obviously you're not losing anything for the ganks, even if the ganks might not go too great. Which is a very important factor. Max your W second, important. I see Vi max E second. Don't always max W second, it is stronger. Okay. I have to ult him here. Okay. Could have potentially ulted Akshan, but my team was in a very far away position, so I didn't really want to go for that. And the Bard was about to get out with like a Q stun. So just ult him and get the kill, it's fine. I tried to lead with Q, but he obviously ulted himself, so he kind of stalled out my Q timer, which was pretty decent for him. Okay. My time's up. I need to reset to catch my respawns again. So far, so good. Nothing to worry about. Doing some very good bot ganks. Enemy bot lane's not happy, probably. So we should be looking pretty good there. Get another longsword with that. That's the top lane. This is going to respawn. She died here, so I don't think he's going to get through the turret, but he might look for my camp respawn anyway. So it's going to run there pretty quickly. Moored Flash. I could ask for this, actually. Use my Q for a bit of mobility here. She going to answer my question? I'm assuming his ult's down, but he's very low HP, so I'm just going to move anyway. Instead of starting my camp here, of course, we're just going to move for the kill. Just melee range him. What I'm doing there is I'm not engaging with Q because Mordekaiser can put his E like he did and pull me away from him. So I'm just gonna melee range him because I can, and then after that I'm gonna go ahead and like Q to chase, so I don't have to flash or anything to get that auto attack in there after he pulls me away from him. which is just a small thing, but it helps me save a flash. Potentially. He obviously overstayed, so we're gonna like use that time to go for that. We have 15 seconds on this and I have 45 seconds on this, so I'm gonna just do the raptors here, and then I can play for both of the objectives now, because the scuttle spawn time and the dragon spawn time are a bit different. So I don't have to like pick one, I could just do both, which is nice. I'm gonna do him like in the corner here, so it's gonna hit the back one and try to stack him a bit this way, because there is a scuttle crab here. I only have one smite, so we're gonna be forced to just smite the last one, which is what we'll look for. I got past the thing, so I can actually just kind of do this. I might have to respond to this situation. I'm just gonna ult the Nocturne straight away and get the jungler out of here, that's fine. Stall for my team here. Okay, I might get Mordekaiser ulted here in a second. I have to flash. Get a shield there from the passive by clicking E on the Katarina. Charge up the Q for the Mordekaiser to come out. And then insta-Q him. You see where he is based on the red dot there. And then you can win that fight like that. So instead of finishing the grubs there, I just went over, finished the Nocturne. Always like prioritize finishing the jungler if you're playing around objectives. That is a very, very good like staple thing to go for. So that's what I prioritize there. Close to ult distance and then play like slowly around my cooldowns, not to go over aggressive. And I was able to shield myself and get out and stuff. Also like flashing towards the bush here to potentially drop vision off of a Mordekaiser ult's another thing to look at. These are very small things that add up a lot. That's a pretty tanky team, honestly. This guy can go pretty tanky here, here, and here. I think I'm just gonna go for the cleaver second in this case. You can also go like Death's Dance second or Maw or something like that. If you don't really need the armor penetration from cleaver, that is an option. But I think I'd like the extra health plus armor penetration from cleaver in this instance, so I'm gonna go for that. Cleaver is like a very staple item. You just don't have to build it second necessarily. You can, absolutely. But if the enemy team is like full squish, obviously building something like a Death's Dance or a Maw is going to provide you a bit more value there. Hit him with the Q. There you go, beautiful. And then we need the dragon here. This way, like I secured both objectives, which is nice. You can just use his auto attacks on that instead of the dragon. I will prioritize hitting the dragon, but my auto attacks are more valuable on dragon, so the support should be clearing the ward here. Okay, my bot lane is doing quite well with the ganks I did for them, which is great. My top laner may still be struggling a little bit, but that's okay. I've won like the other fight in the top situation earlier as well, so all is good.
I'm doing this
Let me check his bot side jungle. Always like try to look for the enemy jungler's camps. Right. That's gonna be a mid engage. Top side engage even. I can't reach that. That's fine. I'm not gonna even bother trying to reach that. We just clear the rest of this. Okay, so that's... I'm just gonna clear bot wave, I suppose. No one's gonna be here. I guess I'll take it. It's a big wave. No one's looking to catch it, so I'll catch it. Running across the map's not like one of my favorite things to do, so I'm not looking for that. Gonna click this, hit level 11. He should really be not hitting that and just like prioritize hitting mid wave. Charge a Q through the entire thing to clear the wave instantly. And then here I will have to be respectful because I don't think I can overstay here. Bard's rotating, I can get swarmed here pretty easily. So I'm not gonna go for like tier 2 turret here. Just gonna take the reset and move on. I don't want to be in like a 2v1 or 3v1 situation right now. That's not ideal. Perfect. Get the AD. Have the money for a moat, so I'll buy it. And we just clear our camps again. We really are looking to like efficiently clear our camps as much as possible here. We've done good work on bot lane. We've gotten good objectives. 2 dragons, 3 void grubs. Things are looking good for us right now. Like, regardless if my team decides to like start hard hinting even more or something, that doesn't really matter. I'm playing my own game at my own tempo, and I'm not letting anyone dictate my pace, which is very important to think about. If you let your pace get dictated by someone else and you're trying to be reactive in the jungle, that is not going to work for you too well. You can hold your own pace as long as you make some relatively good decisions, you know. Things are going to be looking much better for you, generally speaking. Nocturne just moved this way, so he's probably looking to ult mid. So we're going to like just stand here a little bit. See what's up. Maybe Nocturne ults in. Obviously, I have this to clear, but we saw him move a little bit, so I thought there were some options.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Okay, that's fine. Nothing is happening. Xerath might be overextending in this situation. We have a bot side to clear still, so we'll just go for that here. And they're very aggressive on mid lane right now. I'm kind of expecting them to get ulted soon. So instead of doing Gromp, I'm gonna move like Scuttle here and push the Scuttle up here by standing underneath it. So I can play towards them. Play for this camp here potentially. It's a bit greedy if I overexert myself there. More the shutdown, and that's a pretty risky one. That just a bit of a love tap, lose like half his HP, and we're like looking to go for this bot turret. This turret with 700 gold. It's something to look for. Nice. I thought she was gonna walk up for the ward, and she did. Like if she walked back, that would have also been fine because I could have simply just ulted her for the kill. But that was not necessary, so that's not too bad. I believe Nocturne has ult, so this guy probably has to be a bit careful. But I am level 12 right now, absolutely chilling at 150 CS. Pressure here, we have pressure here, we're just waiting for the wave. Bard seems to be alone. Oh, this bush is warded, okay. Oh, did I step out of it? One of the two options could be possible. I'm gonna have to ult this, because I think otherwise he dies. Just flash Q there to close that big distance quickly. So I can finish him off and get through the turret. And we're just gonna Q through the entire wave here to basically one-shot it, but we see the Katarina moving, so we just want to get away as fast as possible. Not looking to die to her. She probably doesn't chase this far, so that's fine. Yeah, not too bad there. I had to ult obviously early in that situation. I'm not a big fan of like just casting my ult to engage a fight, but if I don't do it there, the man's just dead. I can't really have that happen. Let's go Death's Dance first here. I think the armor first is going to be good. Also, Death's Dance is good against magic burst damage as well, because it like spreads out the damage a bit. So there is definitely that as a thing that it helps with too. Not saying I have much burst damage, I have like more so over time, but Katarina's a bit bursty, I suppose. Allows me potentially a fighting chance with like blast shields and stuff and healing to damage her back before she potentially one-shots me, although I am in a pretty strong situation due to just efficient pathing, to the point where she is unlikely to one-shot me regardless. Oh wow, he didn't step, he actually stood still. Fair enough. Oh, that's fine. Let's go dragon. Making sure to keep up my objective clear here. Good pull there from the Xerath, I like it. Pulled it out of the pit very far, I like it. Could have dragged it a little bit further even, but this is all good. They can't reach this at all, it's fine. Smite that, 1200 smite, beautiful. Try, if you can set it up with your denting blows combination, like 2 hits and an E smite. For the 3rd hit smite, that's ideal.
I don't need a plan.
But obviously if you can't, that's fine. Oh. Fair play. Following that portal could be a death sentence, I'm definitely not doing that. Pretty good bard ult, to be fair. Good flash from Nocturne as well. Making this fight a bit awkward. Gonna ult him here to CC lock him here. So we can't get like through the portal and make some annoyances happen. Gonna hit the wave, get the wave out of here. My man's going for it, which will follow that. Get the Q auto attack E on him. Is he dead to ignite? Ooh, 20 HP, big. Not bad. Playing the fight relatively slowly there. I'm not gonna look to go in too aggressive. You're not that tanky of a champion. Oh, you are, but not like in a 1v4 situation. You definitely have to try to like isolate fights a bit to make sure to use your shields. Kinda want to play for this blue buff, but it might be greedy. I'll try it. I have a plant. I could just like drag it over here, and then if something happens, I could just click the plant instead and leave. Just being in like a safe position here. Smite that instantly. Use the plant out. Get the scuttle here. I see the Katarina. We're just gonna hit this. Give some vision around. And just finish him off. Perfect. You can kind of just be calm there. I don't have to like rush into anything. It's not necessary. That's a bad Q, actually. Whoops. Tried to catch it in between, but then I angled it badly. Gonna clear my topside camps here, and we really need to look to back. 2,500 gold. It's a lot of money to have, so definitely not trying to look for a fight right now. Just gonna clear the rest of my topside camps and recall. Don't try to run around the map with too much gold, you know. Definitely spend this. 109 DCS at 21 minutes. Get the Death's Dance. Get another one of those nice, juicy longswords. Again, a build purely focused on like bonus attack damage here. Doing a lot of damage with that. I'm still tanky because I still have 2,500 HP, but you also have to realize if I manage my blast shield correctly, I get a lot of shielding from blast shield, plus I get a lot of shielding from eclipse as well. So you get a lot of HP based on those two things, which is kind of mimicking an HP bar. And with the Death's Dance and the Maw I'm about to build, I'm still gonna get enough resistances to play well with it. You just have to manage your shields correctly. So try to like really look at your passive timer. Try to really play around your Eclipse shield timer. These are very much additional skill dependent things for Vi. You really have to look out for if you want to make a build like this work very effectively. But otherwise, obviously, like you can go to like Trinity Force Sundered Sky build setup with like very tanky items as well if you want. Like build like essentially kind of a tank Vi that way, and that's a lot more forgiving of a playstyle. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna deal with this normally. I'm not looking to ult early here, because I want to just... If I had to ult there, that's fine, but I'm tanky enough for that to be no problem for me whatsoever, because they can't burst me due to Death's Dance, and then if they create distance on me, that's when I would ult. Or if I'm getting swarmed by more people, I would ult that too. That's a good flash. I was literally about to click R, but he flashed at the exact frame I clicked it. Look for this guy here. Smite him for the last hit because he gets a stun on me there. I missed that. Oh. Kind of silly on my end. I missed my Q. Gonna shove the wave into the turret real quick. Combo him there with the... what I did there is I led with auto attack, then Q'd in between the CC, get a double W proc, and I can hit him afterwards and get it. You can engage on me all they like. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Bit of a bad one on my end. Gonna ult Katarina here. Combo her out. Finish him off. I don't have my blast shield just yet. I need to get a Q off here. Can I get it? Ah, CC'd. Unlucky. I was like that Q away from surviving that, because if I proc that, I get like a 400 HP blast shield, and I think I was getting my clips back as well, so I would have survived, but the fear CC at the end there is what killed me, unfortunately. Which is fair play. Yeah, it sucks. What can I say? I just barely couldn't survive it due to that fear at the end and the CC from it. That is a death. I do give a Nocturne a 1000 gold shutdown, which is not the biggest deal in the world. Get a Maw here. Get the magic resist in there as well, because I do need some. And then we're just going to play for Drake's Soul. I think they can easily defend double turrets, and my team is throwing here most likely. For like a... they're going to ace them, most likely. Unless like Gwen somehow pulls this out of the back. I don't know how she would, but... Yeah, my team definitely over-greeded for that one, because defending double turrets is relatively easy. We don't have a very good pushing ADC like a Tristana or something, so we're gonna have to like respect that a little bit. And yeah, I already died because of a slight like unfortunate situation with the fear timer. They're all 5 alive. I'm just gonna Dragon. I don't think they can stop me at all. I think I just aced them, because I'm actually strong enough, and now especially with the extra magic resist, to just straight up 1v5 them, I think. Unless I'll get perma CC, I suppose, but not really counting on that happening. Oh, I see. In the bush, nice placement. That's a bad Q. Smite, get the Drake Soul. We just have to play for Baron now. Let me check the red. It is up. I will quickly take the red buff too, because our red's not up and their red is. So I can just take a small objective here. They are starting it. I will get the small red for the team, because it's just like a team-wide red buff, which is a good objective to have, and then I'll move. I can be there in time. Just use your Q for mobility around the map. It's going to save you a bit. Okay, fine. I didn't have to ult. I was ready to ult, but I didn't have to. I also didn't have to worry about Baron because Nocturne was never going to be there. So I don't have to be there to smite it. Like, don't stress about that too much. Let's look here. We see this guy. So probably the move here is just to Q to distance and instantly ult him in this case to close the distance. And then finish him with like the Q tap at the end there. I can auto attack EQ and then get the W proc tap off. And then that way I can close distance without him really being able to move. Priority will be the hit turrets here. We have good damage for. I'm just gonna fight for the fun of it. I can end the Nexus here. Okay, my Gwen does that, that's fine. But yeah, build-wise here, I'm just looking at like probably switching to Mercs to get like a bit of the tenacity still, because I do have some annoyances there. And then I can finish the build with like a Guardian Angel in this instance, and that would be a full build there. Also, I could probably get away with no boots, because currently it's still the case where Warmox procs at 1500 HP, and with the scaling HP rune you make the 1500 bonus HP, with the Warmox giving 1000, your Cleaver giving 400, and your rune giving you above 100. So you get like a 1560 bonus HP to proc it, and get the movement speed. So I probably would have actually gone GA and then sell my boots for Warmox in this case. But yeah, that is it for Vi. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you make sure to like button below, helps me quite a bit. Be sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so yet, and I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Okay, so we're not moving into the endgame stats. Actually, we're just going to go for a game number 2. But before we do, I quickly wanted to mention that more than half the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you are enjoying the content, a subscription would be greatly appreciated. If you are already subscribed, hitting the like button helps out tremendously as well. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy game number 2. All right. Time for a Vi game. I will be playing this one against a Warwick here. Arcane Comet, really? Okay, I think he may have forgotten to switch his runes, maybe. Unless this is some build I'm not aware of, but okay, fair play, fair play. This is going to be a like low elo game-ish. It's like high silver, I believe, at this point. So you are aware. I'll show you how to play Vi. This champion can be played in different ways, I would say. I like to play a very bonus AD based Vi. I think this is the best way to play Vi, although it'd be a bit more difficult of a way to play Vi compared to just going like straight very, very tanky bruiser. Your damage is going to be significantly lower with that build, obviously, but you're going to have better survivability, so it allows for more mistakes. Which is a thing, although Vi's abilities scale incredibly well off of bonus attack damage, so that's why the bonus AD build's the one I'm going for. The survivability on that build's very high, as long as you kind of know what you're doing, which I will do my best to explain to you. Now right here, we're just starting out with the W. And then it's very important here that we don't overcast our E, and we're actually gonna wait for the blast shield to come back. This way you can sustain your health a lot better. Gonna wait for the hit from Gromp, so it blocks with the shield, it's okay. But you can be a lot higher on HP this way throughout your clear without the potion. You pretty much perma full HP. And just try to use your E around the blast shield cast is essentially what you're looking to do. It's a stack system, so you don't have to like click it right away, because this before the second stack ends, you can again E. As you see here, I E again before it ends, so I'm not losing any uptime on the E either. It is just a bit of a efficiency thing, I suppose you could call it. Practically full HP, absolutely chilling. Nice ward for my mid laner there. I am still not looking to fight the Warwick necessarily, regardless if he has Comet or not, because Warwick is still a very, very scary champion to face. Alright, there I use E a little early, because in this situation, I have Q now as well, so I have an additional skill to proc my shield, so it's not too big of a deal, and that would finish the camp pretty much instantly there. He did blue, 14 CS. He has cleared his 3 bot side camps, and he just keeps clearing here. He might look for a mid lane play right now with the Blood Hunt on Ahri. But I am finishing this full clear. I highly recommend playing for the full clear. I'm actually gonna smite that. Let's gain a tiny bit of clear speed here. It's okay. Queue all the small ones together. Max Q first. They did just get a kill on bot lane. My top laner did die. Let's sweep these bushes to see if something's up. I can potentially catch her in a nice recall position. Just a quick flash Q. Put a little bit of pressure. Are they really going to abandon me without a single... Okay, I guess it didn't matter. Pretty scary. I'm gonna respect Warwick here and not recall in a bad spot. This is gonna take me a little bit of additional time, but because of the blood hunt, he can see where I am. Because he gets like a red indicator on the map, so he can see that. And I really, really don't want to deal with him right now. So, also if you're wondering why I'm not doing bot scuttle here, is I went for the bot lane gank already and I do not have time to spare whatsoever. I don't, because this camp is respawning already. If Warwick instantly does that camp, this is already worth more than the scuttle. I can't lose that camp unless I'm trading for his Gromp. I don't want to lose this camp, and if I have to give up the bot scuttle for that, that's fine. You can obviously also just full clear and then go for the scuttle instead of the gank. But I spent the time that I had left, essentially, going for that gank instead. So now, instead of doing that, we're just gonna go for this and clear the rest of our tier 2 spawns, basically. I might have to help my Ahri here. I think she's already dead, yeah. Not a whole lot I could have done for her. I moved closer, but she wasn't able to make the distance. Gonna have to danger ping the top side here. Warwick is obviously going to be top lane. I smited the wolves there for a bit of additional speed. I usually keep that smite because I'm looking to go for dragon here. I'm especially going to go for it now still. I should get my smite back in time, and Warwick just died, so it's not too big of a problem. Q over the wall here, hit the dragon. And then here we're going to use our blast shield to take as little damage as possible. So I'm going to use my E a little sporadically here. I can weave in a Q for a W proc to speed this up a little bit. But yeah, okay, because I smited the wolves, I might not actually get it in time, the smite. I think I barely do, actually. But this is why I usually keep that second smite there, or like the smite there, because I can use it on dragon. But in this case, it looks like I'm okay because Warwick will stop anyway. So the outcome is fine. But tend to keep that smite. In this case, I try to get that little bit of clear speed towards my mid laner, potentially to save him. You're going in the wrong direction. I can't help him now. Unlucky. That's a bit unfortunate. She could have come down. Yeah, you can ping me all you like, buddy, but like you've already not made that impossible for me. He moved in the other direction, so I can't do anything. Oh. This is okay. Just be a little bit patient here. Just gonna instantly ult him so he can't respond. If I die for it, it's okay. I died to the support. I want you to note there that dying is not a big deal because I'm dying to the support. Which, you know, for a 2-for-1 trade, taking the death there is fine. This also does save me a little bit of time. Because in this instance, I have a chance at defending my topside camp still, because I died quickly. Otherwise, I'd have to like walk out somehow, get a recall off, and it'd be a slight bit slower. Just ever so slightly based on death timers. But this way I can make it out here, home guards and everything, and I should be able to go for the Warwick. Yep. Not going to interact with him too much. We're going to like try to kite hit him a bit. Charge up the full Q for the additional damage output. Well, I tried to give the kill to Ahri. I really did there in that situation. I don't even know why I did that, but that's what I tried. And I lost my blue buff in the meantime, which lost me some XP, but obviously Warwick dies, so it's not a big deal. But that's why I did this. Like, I full engage, commit to it, like the situation, get the dive, get a double kill. And then with the home guards and everything, I can make it back to the blue and prevent the Warwick from getting it, which is a nice addition. And now we're just going for another full clear. Now, obviously, I lost my my camp to him, but not a big deal. He did still die for it, right? So it's one camp for a kill. It's not bad. And I got the blue buff anyway, so, you know. Ooh, quick Lucian mid lane. Spicy stuff. He did get the 3 void grubs, but I got the dragon. Like, overall, if you're trading a dragon for 3 grubs, completely fine. You can absolutely do that. If you, like, get 6 grubs and you lose 2 dragons, completely fine. Other way around, honestly fine as well. You're trading objectives, that is fine. Although I will say that you want to assess your team situation a little bit. And based on that, decide which one you kind of want to play for. If you have very strong split push champions like Yorick, Sion, Fiora, you really, really want to play for Void Grubs. But in this case, I have a Pantheon. He's not that strong of a split push champion, so I'm not too worried about it. So, yeah, if the enemy team has it as well, that's another thing to look for too, to be fair. But definitely keep that in mind. Because those Void Grubs increase a lot in value. I'm going to smite this, of course. Increase a lot of value based on that. He got past me with the plant. Get him here. Not going to ult just yet. In case you're wondering why I'm not ulting here, is if he creates distance on me and I have to ult, I'll ult. Or if he like flashes towards my team, I'll ult. Also, we're not going to touch this wave. Can I stop going on me, please? We're not touching this wave because the wave is pushing back into my bot lane. So, because the wave is pushing back, it's gonna go... Wait. It's gonna go back to, like, in front of the turret, and my bot lane should be able to get everything. So, I want to give them their CS, basically, right? There we go. Solid. And now we're recalling because this is respawning. We have minutes on both Void Grubs and Dragon. Now, I can go for the Dragon right away in this instance. But I can probably play for both and go Void Grubs plus Dragon here to not give him 6 Void Grubs. Because my team is in an advantageous position, right? Like, I've helped my bot lane a lot with ganks, so they are completely chilling now. Ahri is a bit struggling. Pantheon has just done well in top lane, so fair play to him. But I'm not going to give Void Grubs with this much of an advantage on the map. I don't think he makes the direct trade either. I can probably just Void Grub and be fine. I think I could just play for those. After Raptors, I turn around and we go for top lane Void Grubs. If he does Dragon in the meantime, that is possible, but I doubt it, honestly. My bot lane is now back in a position. They're stronger. Mid lane should get wave priority here as well. I think it's okay here. I think for the ward... Oh, she just placed it in Pixel. Unlucky. I'm gonna do these Void Grubs. I have 2 smites, but I'm gonna only try to use 1 on these things. There is this chance. Okay, he did die bot lane. Warwick is there. Warwick's gonna go for the fight first, so I should be able to be fine. I'm just gonna use the smite on the last one. You always want to try to like hold the smite until the enemy jungler can show up. If he doesn't show up, don't use your smite. If you intend to use 2 smites for the camp, smite the first one and the last one. But that's fine. Q there for a bit of mobility, and I'm just gonna walk at this guy. If I don't have to ult, that's great, but I'm probably gonna have to ult because of Vigar Cage. Vi can go through the ult and be okay. What? Vi can go through the cage and not, like, get locked there, but you will get stunned. So, but I have to follow that guy. Okay, he just walked to execute, that's fine, I guess. Still dies to Xerath. I'm focusing on just getting Dragon here. And I played for both of the objectives in this case. It was a nice situation for me. Perfect. I can check his bot side camps here, potentially. If my Xerath walks with me, it's completely fine. Just try to, like, ping a little bit to see if your Xerath wants to move with you. And their bot lane might come back very soon to the wave here. So just gonna wait here and just chill. If you want to catch their bot lane out of base, you can definitely do that. And that's what I'm gonna go for here. Oh. Okay, Nico just went. There we go. Just try to, if you're out of vision, try to charge up your Q the full way because it does more damage that way, right? So I definitely want to do that. Get the auto attack off, hit the E for the proc, and then, yeah, you're chilling. I'm not going to need Cleaver here. Let's go for this first. Get some attack damage.
I don't need a plan.
I need Cleaver, but not early. I'm okay with bidding a bit later with it. So I'm gonna go Death's Dance first. Usually generic builds is just Eclipse, Cleaver, and then Death's Dance and Maw. And then you have a +1 basically. That's kind of what you're looking at. In this case, I can delay my Cleaver to a later item and be fine with that. And just get more raw attack damage in there. Because I'm in a very good position for that. So that's what I'm doing now. But you can obviously just go default to Cleaver, that's fine. I don't think I actually want to fight the set, if I'm being honest. My entire jungle clear is up here, so I want you to just clear that instead, basically. I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna try to fight the set there and everything, but with a clear up, like everything up, literally. Like, I just want to get that. Max your W second, by the way. I see a lot of Vi players still max E second for some reason. It is just simply worse. I'll rotate for this. Gonna charge the Q, they walk in. Okay, that's fine. I'm ulting because I can knock the set to the side over the wall here. Okay, just give me 1 second here. Get this done. Perfect. Very good. So yeah, in those situations, I can actually ult that. I ult the target that is further away. And because they're close to the wall, if Vi ult connects, it knocks targets that it dashes through to the side, which knocks the set over the wall and instantly makes that a better play situation. So in this case, I do actually ult to initiate the fight because of that. Otherwise, I always try to lead with Q. Initiating fights with your ult is generally a bad thing unless you can get a very good dash situation like that. Because getting that Q damage in there for like a full charge dash is ideally what you're looking for. So that is something to keep in mind. Alright, I've done my full clear. There is nothing on the map here really apart from like the Rift Herald objective. So I'm just going to spend my gold here because I can afford my item and reset. And then we're going to play for the Rift Herald here. Good. You can use Q mobility. Oh, whoops. I accidentally tapped it. You can use it around the map. Like, it's actually slightly faster mobility. And you have enough mana regeneration in the jungle to just spam it, so it's fine. Let's get over here. Don't really care about the ward, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of his movement pattern here. It's pretty troll. I'm gonna ult here to save... Okay, no, he ulted at the same time. That's fine, I guess. I was ulting there to save my guy. That isn't, could have been a painful hit, but wasn't, luckily. The set ulted at the same time, which meant that his ult doesn't... Like, he can't get CC'd in his ult. His ult will go off, right? So he kind of got the dash through. I still knocked the other guy, but yeah, it is what it is. In those situations, though, like, stack together and, like, trying to... Obviously, CC, knock him to the side, save your teammate. That's when I do still ult like that. Obviously, I could have, like, engaged with Q or something like that. But I have to kind of lead with ult and that to try to save my ally from dying. So that is what I'm doing there. Okay. 30 seconds on Dragon, which is something I'm looking for. I'm getting my camps as they respawn, basically, here as well. Obviously, I went to initiate a fight, so this is going to be delayed. Because this is delayed, we're going to look for maybe a bot lane angle, because my Xerath is there. Warp reacted to it as well. Charge up the Q. Is this warded? That looks kind of warded, because he just suddenly walked backwards. My team is fighting mid. Oh, there's the Warwick. Okay. I'm pretty strong here. I have like one smite ready. He's gonna try to... I'm not gonna try to over-engage him, I think. Give the Pantheon the camp. He's worked for it. It's fine. Taking that camp is actually kind of better for you still, but I'll give it to him. It's fine. We go Dragon here. Kai'Sa's doing it. This is good play from Kai'Sa. I saw her like starting the Dragon and everything, but I wasn't too concerned with it because as long as the Warwick can't get in there, it's fine and she can just do it. But that's why I can still like take the blue and stuff as well. But I do have to respond to that if the Warwick has more pressure or potential to steal the objective. In this case, it wasn't necessary, but yeah, it could be necessary. Whoa. That's awkward. Yeah, Viger Cage, unless I ult out of it, it's not going to do anything. I'm just going to try to place the Herald on bot lane, I think. I honestly genuinely prefer placing Rift Heralds and stuff on side waves, because this turret's worth 700 gold, which is just so much more worth than mid turret, money-wise. Go past it, go past it, go past it. Thank you. I was trying to, like, wait for that one. Luckily, he... No, this guy's trolling. Unlucky. Please, man. Like, actually, don't take it if you're gonna waste it. I think he didn't hit the turret, but it still bounced? Actually, wait. Did I miss the fact that... I'm a bit... Really? Wait. What happened? Did I miss the fact that he actually hit the turret? I thought it didn't connect, but did it still dash afterwards? Am I tripping? Fair enough. He got the turret's low HP, so whatever happened, it worked. We'll take it, I guess. But yeah, if you get it, like, you can spawn the Rift Herald, but then you can just not go into the Rift Herald, focus the turret down first, and then dash past it to get the base bounce instead there, which is something that happened. We're gonna do wolves and clear, like, the top half here. Obviously, my top laner is just dead. We're not gonna try to, like, run for that. She was already dead. So we're gonna just finish the topside camps, and then we're gonna look for the second turret there. We're gonna look for this tier 2 turret for 700 gold as well. We have no other objectives up that we're interested in right now. Dragon's gonna be like 3 minutes. Baron is gonna be still pretty rough to get, I would say. Very doable, but, you know, I could just get 700 gold from this turret, so I'm just gonna push the side wave here. Just gonna put pressure on the side wave and try to get that gold from the objective there on the map. My team is fighting. Keeping an eye out here. Just full charge Q, clear the wave. He's gonna try to go for top lane here, right? That's a kill. We ult the Viger because he's on distance. I got CC'd by Warwick and Viger Cage. Can I move today, please? Jesus Christ. Okay, just a quick burst and we'll leave. That was just a very long CC lock, unfortunately. Like, Warwick ult into that. Pretty rough. Smite that. Move top. I did lose my chance at, like, getting top turret here, which is a little unfortunate, but... One shot the wave. We see on the map right now where people are. 2, 3 there, right? So only Vigar can respond to me here, I think. He doesn't one-shot me. Don't get hit by a stun cage, though. That would be a mistake. Okay, tanking turret aggro is also a huge mistake. I do not know what possessed me to do that. What did I die to? Like, at the end there, actually. I don't think I got hit. Maybe a minion hit. I don't know what possessed me to engage him there. I should have just killed the turret, because I could have easily killed the turret in that situation. I just needed to make sure my E doesn't angle the Vigar so I don't get turret aggro. The second I took turret aggro, I just died, which was very stupid. Like, straight up. Just very stupid. I think it's actually time to switch the boots as well. Should be able to do this. Actually, not enough money. Okay, not yet then. That's fine. I will look to switch to mercs. I'm playing CDR boots mostly for the early game. But once you get enough items, you get enough haste, and it's fine. So I bought the damage components first. This gives me more bonus attack damage instead of going Cleaver, because Cleaver does give me less bonus attack damage at 40 compared to 60 and 60. And the armor penetration wasn't really necessary. I do have some built-in armor pen as well here. So that's fine. We're playing absolutely for Drake's Soul above anything else. But yeah, I made a silly error and died to Vigar for no reason. I could have just gotten turret and left. He never would have killed me. It just would not have happened, really. So it's okay, I guess. Am I gonna have to smite this? I'm forced to smite this. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna give my laner, anyone, a last hit on any of my camps, because it's just like an instant XP loss. It's not worth it. So if I'm forced to smite like the red buff because my ADC decides that... That is very unlucky. That was the only way I was gonna catch that as well, so I just tried to, like, kind of go for it. Interrupt with a Q. Smite that for a slow. There we go. Beautiful. He barely got out with that one. I will go back and go get the dragon here, because the objective takes priority. Although I can take, like, some camps on the way out, basically. I will do the dragon, but I have time. So I'm not going to like rush the dragon. I can just take the camps on the way out and then do the dragon afterwards, if that makes sense. Good. Solid. I mean, that guy's probably gonna die. It's fine. You can sell this now for this with that money. That's perfect. We're getting the mercs because, well, they have a lot of CC, right? So I definitely don't want to get CC'd forever. So we got mercs there. Sell the boots for it. You can hold on to those boots longer if you're like really chilling in the game. That's completely fine. But I was getting CC'd locked quite a lot. So I'm just going to pick up the mercs real quick. My team is really going for an aggressive fight and actually being okay. My intention here was to just out of base play for Baron. But my team is just kind of pushing and winning fights. So I guess that's fine. Kind of moving up a bit, but trying to hit 16. Still moving forward, though, in this line towards my team, because this is probably just going to be the end of this game. Yeah, important things to note here. I have 225 CS at 24 minutes by just, you know, keeping my farming efficiency up. Good amount of kills. Got the damage items in there. Finishing off this build would have been the cleaver next, because I was going to need some extra armor pen at this point. And then I can do like a +1 for a guardian angel is an option. I could do Starax. No, I can't do Starax because I have Maw. Sorry, that's a mistake. That would not happen. You could do Sundered Sky is what I wanted to say if you want to at the end there. You can go tankier as well. You can do... yeah, you can even go Jaksho. Although I will say I'd recommend going something like a Guardian Angel more because it still gives you, I believe, 55 attack damage while giving you armor and a second life. Obviously, the Sundered Sky gives you 40 attack damage, so there's still items that you're building for attack damage that you can go for. And another item you can build right now is a Warmox in that slot as well, which is a solid option because if you pick the bonus health, like the health scaling small rune, you actually make above 1500 bonus HP for that item to proc currently. That's going to go up to 2000. So that's going to be pretty rough, even if you build like an additional Sundered Sky into a Warmox, for example. You're actually not going to make it, because then you're going to be at 1560 plus the 400. You're going to be at 1960 HP total. So you're 40 bonus HP short to actually proc a Warmox. So it's yeah, for now good, but when the next season patch begins, when the item changes come through for the Warmox, which is what was already said, then that becomes less of an option, but currently still is, and currently is a pretty good one at that, because it regenerates your health and gives you bonus movement speed. But, you know, defaulting to something like a Guardian Angel is a very, very good choice. It's a very strong item for a second life, extra armor, extra AD. Again, scaling and playing on that bonus AD from Vi. But yeah, that was it for Vi. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like button below. It helps me quite a bit. Be sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so yet, and I will see you guys in the end game stats. Okay, so for the end game stats for game number 1 here, I ended up doing 25.8k damage, which is a respectable amount, not the most. You have to realize that I didn't go for like the suicide fights that my team went for, so they're gonna get a bit more damage. This man, I believe, had like 8 or 9 deaths or something, and he's like really looking for those fight situations, so you're gonna get more damage based on just all-inning people, which is definitely something to consider here. I also just played like objectives and around the map and stuff. Damage doesn't have to be that high. Also, another thing for laners is that they do have the opportunity to get like a solid amount of damage done to the enemy champion in lane, which as a jungler you don't. Like, your jungle engages are just straight up most of the time fights to the death, essentially. So you're just gonna delete them, and that's the damage you're gonna do, but it's not like consistent poke damage that you can get in lane. So lower damage is okay, completely fine. True damage at 1900, objective damage at 46.1k. Seeing like Gwen and Ezreal have good damage is generally nice, because that means that they're looking to help you with objectives, which is never a bad thing, really. Healing done, 12.3. Damage taken at 21.6. Which, respectable amount. This guy has more, but he also had like +8 deaths on me or something. Self-mitigate is where Vi really gets the damage in there, with at least especially this build setup, because you have the Eclipse Shield plus the Blast Shield combination. And that's where, if you manage those two, it's where you're going to get your survivability from, because that's self-mitigated damage. And usually this number is going to be quite high. In this case, it was 43k. If I combine these two at 65k damage taken or so, which is actually the most on my team still. So not too bad. But it's a lot of blast shield management. It's going to give you survivability with a setup like this. If your blast shield management is a lot worse, and you're not used to like blast shield plus eclipse management, then, you know, again, a tanky build with like Trinity Force and stuff will be easier for you to play for the most part. So definitely keep that in mind. Gold earned at 15.2k here. Very good amount of gold earned. Obviously a good amount of kills, but I also have 245 CS at 26 minutes, 27 minutes. So it's like a solid 9 CS per minute, let's say. Very, very solid. A large part of this is just my disciplined consistency with like farming my camps, using the downtime to create plays, create opportunities, and like really looking to efficiently path through my camps as they respawn. And this is very important for any jungler, but like especially if you're playing damage heavy junglers or like scaling damage champions, right? You want to have that clean. But for any jungler, this is important, because this is what you're going to get consistent, and this is what you're going to give you XP, gold, and it adds up a lot. A lot. Hail of Blades for 58 hits, sudden impact for 1100 damage, eyeball clanks for the extra AD, take Relentless for the movement speed here, and the secondary tree is not visible, but it is Triumph and the ability haste. I take the ability haste because I don't need the attack speed, but you want to have Triumph because of the survivability based on missing HP being valuable in team fights. This is going to give you quite a bit of HP back, which you obviously can't see here because like Riot's just bugged out or something. And then the ability haste is just really nice to have for just helping you with a bit with ult cooldown still, but also just your generic cooldowns with your Q and stuff to help with mobility around the map. Not taking Ultimate Hunter either, because if you have disciplined ult costs, then the extra Ultimate Hunter cooldown is not going to give you more value than straight up movement speed increase from Relentless over the map, giving you more tempo and better Q placement and stuff like that is going to benefit you more. Then for the stats for the second game here, I ended up doing 16k damage in this one. Again, like the first game, not the most damage done, but my team went for like heavy fights, and I still was like going for like the objectives. I'm not saying I'm not participating in fights whatsoever, but I definitely missed out on some fights in this game, going for like a split push angle and that type of stuff. So like looking for like objective side tier 2 turrets for 700 gold, and my team just all-inning a team fight is going to get them more damage done, to be fair. And this can really add up fast because you're building strength. So if you're going to go into like a 25 plus minute team fight, you're going to be able to do like 10k damage in a team fight potentially, right? Like it can add up very, very, very quickly. But my team was very pressed to like really engage stuff, and I just got like things like Dragon Soul side tier 2 turret is something I'm looking for, that type of stuff. So it does cost me a bit of damage done in this instance. Also, again, the factor of like them being able to hit lane opponents, and I can't do that. It's gonna get them like 5k extra damage or something. These are things to think about, but it is an expected low amount of damage because of the way I played here for objectives and map pressure and stuff like that. We have objective damage at 42.8k. I guess damage to turrets, not the highest here actually. But yeah, good objective damage. We have healing done at 10.2. Damage taken at 17.7. And then self-medicated should be higher at 31k self-medicated damage, which is very good with the blast shields and stuff, right? Gold earned at 12.8. So I am on par with this Pantheon. This Pantheon actually had good money. 12 kills as well. I probably had like the extra turret gold from the tier 2 turret and stuff. Yeah, probably. Still though, not too bad. And for the runes here, we have 36 hits. We have the 800 extra damage from sudden impact, extra AD, extra movement speed, and then again Triumph and ability haste there. Build-wise here, I didn't go Eclipse Cleaver because, well, I didn't need the armor penetration as much. So I went for going Eclipse, Dev's Dance, Maw, and then build the Cleaver later. It's kind of the same build, same items, but in a little bit of a different order. Because Cleaver gives you 40 bonus attack damage, whereas Dev's Dance and Maw both give 60 and gets you resistances, and those resistances will work with your shielding situation, so it's going to be quite nice with that. So that's kind of what you're looking at. Last item here, again, like Guardian Angel is something you're looking for. Selling boots for Warmorks is still possible for now to get the 1500 HP threshold and the movement speed for now, but when next season comes, that is going to get removed. And yeah, you're going to have to bridge a lot more HP to make that work. If you're building something like a Trinity Force Sundered Sky setup, you're going to have a lot more bonus HP to still make that work. If you want to, of course. You can absolutely go for like a Warmox with that for that HP regeneration. But, you know, that is up to you. Still 225 CS at 24 minutes, so very good numbers there. Just consistency gets you everywhere, and that's all for Vi. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you didn't, make the like button below. And be sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so yet. I upload daily, so I'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Bye.